I don't think work experience is a deciding factor in the field of computer science. But yeah, the cost load in the US is quite heavy, so you have to figure out how you will balance your cost load and a part-time job. That I will tell you, like that's a bit difficult.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Where are you planning to study? Where in the US?
I was thinking about Georgia.
Georgia
Uh,
State or
yeah.
Georgia Tech?
No, Georgia.
Georgia State. Okay. See, in today's day and age, to be very honest, anything related to data science, data analysis, computer science, cyber security, AI, all of these things are doing very, very well. Very, very well. So, it's not difficult to get a job. So my brother, I'm sure you guys must have all heard of Salesforce, right? So
Yeah.
my brother in Australia, he's at a very senior position in Salesforce. He is he's going to kill me because I keep forgetting what he is. Program director, architect. Like he makes the IT infrastructure for the companies or whatever. Yeah, something. Yeah. Program director in this. First, he was a solutions architect. Now he's become a program director, program architect, whatever. Okay. So he was telling me a couple of weeks back. He said that the amount of money that people are getting paid for cybersecurity roles and security consultant roles, he's like, it's crazy. So I know for a fact that that is really, really in demand. So if you're doing anything related to these fields, currently that is in demand.
Yeah, actually, cybersec is in demand for now. People doing masters now are like if they go in cybersecurity, they have a plus point. But in 2 years, I don't think uh, there would be such demand because many of people must have already jumped into that. So that time AI would be boosting. Even now, it's boosting. So I'm thinking to go as CS because it's a general scope and you can switch it after that. Also, I was thinking about like other states like Seattle and California because tech companies
Yeah.
settle there. So there are tech
Uh,
parks.
yeah, I think that would also be a wise thing to do, because I always say please don't apply just for one university.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's what I always encourage, that please don't apply for one university or for one country. I had applied to UK and US both in my undergrad.
Okay.
So I have come to Shrikant's question. Is Germany good for masters in robotics engineering aspect in an overall perspective, including political research and financial purpose? Uh, uh, Compared to US or Australia? Okay, Shrikant. So Germany is very, very well known for robotics engineering. Okay. Uh, Australia, not so much. I would not encourage Australia for robotics engineering. I would most certainly encourage Germany for robotics engineering. Uh, what I will also ask you to do is book a free profile consult just to get a better idea about the universities of US versus Germany, like the specific universities.
Hello,
Hello?
am I audible, ma'am?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I already booked a profile consultation with US.
Huh.
They gave the option for both US and Germany are good. It will depend on my financial ability.
Okay, so if you've already done the profile consult call and then they've told you, then I think it would depend on your financial situation.
No, I just want to know the research aspect because I'm very fascinated by
Oh,
research on the
research.
robotics.
Okay, so see, research on robotics, again, Germany and US both, because Germany is known for their robotics engineering, automobile engineering, things like that. So research in Germany is of a very high quality also. So if you look at the citations of research papers, of course US is US, but there are Germany is also very well known. So it would depend on your finances, but I think Germany would be cheaper than the US. I might be completely wrong, but I
Yes,
think.
yes. Germany is actually way cheaper than US comparatively.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
So,
almost 50% cost reduction compared to US.
yeah. So robotics, Germany is a good option if you're interested.
That's what I just wanted to know whether the job market is stable in Germany. That's all.
So see, Germany, the job market in Europe in general, the job market, from what I have heard, is not unstable. I have not heard anyone telling me that the job market in Europe is unstable. When I say Europe, I'm not talking about UK. I'm talking about mainland Europe.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
I know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I don't think it's it's that bad.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, yeah. Okay, I've just got a question from Anupriya. Hang on. Anupriya, I'm just scrolling to your name to get your question. Okay. Uh, does an MBA from Russell Group Universities within World 100 ranking going to be valued for an experienced professional? Does an MBA from Russell Group Universities within World 100 ranking going to be valuable for an experienced professional? See, the thing with an MBA is it depends what you want to do after that. Like, I know people who've done MBA from very unknown institutions and have still done very well in the job market, and people who've done an MBA from really good institutions and not done so well in the job market. So it really depends on what is it that you're looking to study. Like, what do you want to do after your MBA?
working. At present, I'm at a B level executive role, and later on, I'd like to go to the D level, or eventually, go into, as earlier I was mentioning, I would like to go into the management consultant role.
So see, because you've already got professional experience, to be very honest, an MBA for you is going to be more like a tick mark. Like, I've got this MBA, my experience is already there to back me up, but I have this because yeah, it's a degree which is giving me a tick mark. So it's going to boost up your CV. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you told me you have about 8 or 9 years of experience, right?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Yeah. So for you, it doesn't matter where you do it from because you've got work experience. Like, you're not a fresher.
Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah. Because I've got my profile consultation as well. And initially,
Hmm.
the team told me to go to market for US, but considering the time duration of the course, I was like,
Hmm.
I prefer UK or some other locations which would have a shorter program, so that I can get back into the working sector again at the
Yeah, but
earliest.
Anupriya, one thing I will tell you about the
Mm-hmm.
course duration time, which is that that's why I chose the UK, because the UK course was a 1 year course, whereas in the US and in Australia, the masters are 2 year courses. So I chose 1 year because I was like, oh, like I want to get back into the job market or whatever. But I will tell you
Yeah.
this, that the 1 year course in the UK was extremely intense. I had classes
Okay.
from 9:30 in the morning to 5:30 in the evening, Monday to Thursday.
Okay.
So, so it was, I couldn't work in my masters. I could not work in my masters. There was no chance because I was studying neuroscience. So there was no chance I would be able to work in my masters. So that's why don't just go by the course duration, go by the course content. Like, which university or which place has the modules that you want to study to enhance your skill set. Because a lot of times people just look at the degree, they are not looking at the modules. Please look at your modules of what that university is offering in that course and see if and see the details of the modules, what you'll be studying, what is the assessment methodology, and then decide where you want to go.
All right. Thanks. Um. Okay. All right. I'll follow that. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else's question I have not answered? Scroll again. Hmm, okay. Any other questions? No, I can't see. Okay. Did you check the UK budget? UK budget for what, Anshuman?
I'm as in
I'm
that
not Nirmala
session.
Sitaram, yaar.
I'm as in that session. The one where
What
Rachel Reese is
question?
giving a speech.
You do one thing, you please become a politician. Really, you forget entrepreneurship,
I have
you
no
become a
point going
politician.
there. No point going there.
No, I do. Did you? I take the UK? I'm not in the UK anymore. I hated the UK weather. So, like, no, I don't check anything about the UK. Only when my friends say it is cold, I look at it. But I, of course, have friends in the UK, and some of them are employed and doing very well, and some of them are unemployed and looking for a job. So, the UK market right now is like 50-50. Like I said, it depends on what you're studying. But again, your thing is different, so for you all these things will probably not apply too much. Okay, so like I always say, guys, and I'm going to say this again, please, if you're going to a non-English speaking country where English is not the first language, please learn the language of the country, because that will boost your CV like nothing else will, and your chances of getting a job. So please do that. And if you're interested in languages, like I am, I've done a lot of languages. So if you're interested in languages, like even if you take up a language and you go abroad, you can always get a job, like a part-time job as an interpreter or whatever. And like, that those jobs are very easily available, but people don't actually think about jobs as an interpreter. So when I say interpreter, I'm not talking about going and standing with someone and interpreting. They give you documents to interpret. So for example, like if you know Hindi very well, okay, you can get an interpreter as translating documents from English to Hindi or Hindi to English or whatever, and it pays pretty decently. So yeah, what universities mainly see in US for giving admits? I don't understand your question, Jay. Sorry, can you please explain what that means? What do universities mainly see? What do universities mainly see in US for giving admits? Okay, so that session is happening next week, about yeah, what majority areas is focused in profile. So that is happening in the SOP versus LOR session next week. So that we'll talk about next week. I think it's on Tuesday and the following Thursday. Something I can't remember the dates, but it will, the title will be SOP versus LOR. So please attend that webinar. This is more like for jobs rather than admits, today's AMA. So anything else, guys, you want to ask me about part-time jobs, about where to get part-time jobs? Please let me know. But please take up a language. Please.
Yes,
Sorry,
could you please, yeah, I wanted to ask that, could you please outline some options for part-time in UK?
So UK part-time jobs, where you will get, okay, so this is something for people planning to go to the UK. Over Christmas, there are a lot of jobs available in the UK in the retail sector. Lot of jobs, and those are called Christmas vacancies. Okay, so please work over Christmas in the UK. It's horribly cold, and it's anyways, the weather is like quite depressing because it gets dark very early. So when you're working, your mind is completely diverted, and it's very easy to get jobs for the Christmas season because they call it Christmas vacancy. So if you're looking in the UK, then yes, part-time jobs, retail is really good. And also, if you look at like offices, so a lot of offices hire for data entry or whatever. So my first job in the UK was data entry, and coincidentally, it happened to be in my university. So when I used to go for data entry, I think once a week or whatever, uh, I made friends with the people within that office. It was in the research office, and then I started working there after my degree. So you never know when you get connects. Uh, can living and tuition be covered through part time in US? Jay, it really depends. It really depends on how much the living and tuition is and what your part time is paying you. So yeah, that's the answer to that. Okay, I am looking for Georgia Tech. No, Georgia Tech is okay, but I don't know what kind of part-time job you will get, right? So I can't tell you, like, depending on what your part-time is paying you, it will depend on that. But your tuition cannot be covered through a part-time job because as per US law, if I'm not mistaken, you can, as a student, you can only work 20 hours a week. I don't know if that's changed now. Yeah, 20 hours a week. And during non-term time, you can work full-time. So you can cover like your living expenses depending again on how much you're being paid. Okay. Any more questions, guys? But one thing I will tell you before you plan to go abroad, please be very clear why you're going abroad, what you want to study, what you want to do after that, and what is your backup plan. Oh, yeah. I actually forgot that this is being live streamed on YouTube also. Okay. So we have a YouTube question. I'm already a premium Yocket and well connected with my primary and secondary. I still just want to ask, as priority application started for all the colleges. Ria, can you please? Yeah, thank you for answering that. Anshuman, I have got one more question from you. Okay. I was planning to take on a part-time job at HMB. How soon shall I start looking for a job? Huh? I don't understand. You're planning to take a part-time job at HMB. How soon should you start looking for a job? You mean in
I
the
don't know,
UK?
there's a reason why. Yeah, there's a reason I'm asking this. The thing is,
Huh?
ideally, जितना मैं जानता हूँ, the courses basically start sometime towards the end of September, 15th, 20th,
Correct.
something after that.
Correct.
Thing is, I plan to go at least 1 month ahead in advance because उस
Huh.
country को जानने के लिए 1 month is more than enough. Road networks, maps,
Listen,
everything.
you want to know the country, you go in December, okay? And then you will know the country very well. Very well. Then you will decide I want to stay or I don't want to stay here. Trust
Cold
me.
is
And
okay.
then
I
that
love
was
that weather. I love that weather. The thing is,
then
HMB
to
is
very
good.
good. Then to you are meant for that, Baba. Don't worry, God will make sure your business starts if you like the weather over there. So look, once you have a admission letter from the university,
Mhm.
okay, once you have an admission letter from the university and you've got your visa and you're there, you can start looking for a job.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's not a problem. Okay. Okay. Any more questions, guys? So I just want to let you all know we've got a lot of cool sessions coming up in the next couple of weeks, like in this month, which are going to be a lot of AMAs on interesting topics that you guys have asked me questions about in presentations. So we are trying to tailor the AMAs based on what all you all have asked. So if you get an email for a webinar, I'm going to be hosting it. So please check the content and please register for it. Okay. So any final questions, guys? Uh, Ria, is there anything else from YouTube?
Namrata, as of now, just this one question, and we'll have to like
Okay.
answer it because the student can't read the chat box from YouTube.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my first time with YouTube. Sorry, YouTube users. Uh, so Shinobi, the answer to your question is yes. The priority application period for the fall intake to US universities usually starts in November and December. Okay. So any final thing that you guys would like to talk about regarding unemployment before we close? So yeah, okay, good to go. Thanks for answering. You are welcome. So all the best to you guys. And again, what I will tell you is, please don't be very stressed. I know it is very stressful, but please don't be very stressed about the job, because a job at the end of the day is a lot based on luck also. We can only do what is in our control, and in our control is applying for jobs when we are abroad. Like, we can't do anything else, right? You can't. There might be a time where the economy is booming and you may still not get a job, or the economy may be really bad and you'll get a job. So it's just the effort that you're putting in to get a job. But I will tell you, please do work part-time, especially if you're going to the UK over Christmas period. There are a lot of vacancies, so please take advantage of that. And please uh, get some kind of experience on your CV, where you've got sector experience as well as demographic experience within that demographic area. I will really, really encourage you. And yes, looking forward to seeing you guys on some of our other AMAs also, especially the one between the SOP and LOR for those planning to go to the US. This is going to be very important. So please do attend that. There are 2 runs of that this month. So if you can't make it to one, please do make it to the other. Oh, yes. And one more thing, guys. So our normal sessions are usually 7:30 to 8:30 or 7 to 8. But the rest of the sessions for this month are going to be from 8 to 9. So just letting you all know, a slight time change. It's going to be from 8 to 9. So again, thank you guys for being an awesome audience, and for having all of these really, really insightful questions, because I also get to learn a lot from all of you. So thank you. So I am looking forward to seeing you guys on the other sessions. And remember, please read the emails that you'll get regarding the webinars and see the content, and then please register for it. So wishing you all the very best, and hopefully see you soon this month a few times. Okay, you're welcome, Anshuman. Okay, bye guys.